week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Old Trafford rising to the occasion as only Old Trafford can. Some terrific scenes at the Stretford end. And already we're up to meet it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Oh, maybe it was one of those moments when he just caught it too well.
De Bruyne. Not enough accuracy on that pass. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass...
And the shot! Now it's Mohamed Salah. Dinks one through. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Looking to break out here. And here's the chance to counter. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Lampard. And here's Romario. Spread out to the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Out to the left it goes. Robertson. Threads one in. Neymar. It's gone out for a throw-in. No, that's been intercepted. Gently done. Over to the left. Neymar gets into some space. He's made space for the straight hit! They just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Great leap! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Played out to the left flank. Robertson. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Chouameni. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Now it's Haaland.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Neymar. Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. Look at the space here. Now the finish! That's a half-decent try. Manchester United, corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe looking for the runner, and he's picked out the run. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Fiddles it through. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Robertson cuts out the pass. Poor pass that, sloppy. And it's De Bruyne. Robertson, he's left his man. Mbappe. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah. In it comes. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And they can counter here. Oh, red, nice interception. Rudiger. Lovely ball into space. Here it comes. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. So, third corner of the game. Galatasaray can start a counter here. He's a sharp little ball here. And a header! Superb goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Manchester United draw first blood here.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitutions taking place.
So off we go once more.
Galatasaray need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Robertson, and it's De Bruyne. A real chance to break. Now it's De Bruyne. Iniesta. Defenders on the back foot. It could be in here. He's had a shot! Van Dijk knocks it away. Neymar. Here's Haaland. Haaland. Now it's Lampard. That's a stern challenge. He will go no further. And it's De Bruyne. So what can they make of this? Now it's Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And the counter is on. Rudiger. Salah. Oh, that's delightful. Interesting ball. Mohamed Salah.
Manchester United have turned up with a human...
He's gone for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets away from his opponent. Mbappe, room for a shot. And that has been clubbed away.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Kevin De Bruyne.
And that's aimed into the towering header. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Coming on the field,
Van Nistelrooy.
Number 8.
There's a good bit of goal to aim at. Climbs up big. Goal! Galatasaray are back in business. Straight header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Romario concedes a free kick for that, and that's going to be a booking. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Romario. Deftly done. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Sends it forward. Pedri.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, they can break here. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe. Messi. Mbappe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And now the breakaway. A nice little ball through. Now it's Messi. And this... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now the counter. Van Dijk cuts it out.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Good spot, he's seen the run. This is it then, now or never. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So that's it, it is all over. So nothing between them after all of that, and you can't really argue with the result. Neither manager...